Good evening. Welcome to Murdock High School's Senior Awards Night. Although Class Day has long been a tradition at Murdock High School, this year we have had to adapt in light of COVID restrictions. Tonight we will incorporate a few of the traditions from Class Day while creating something new. I would like to introduce the dignitaries present today. Interim Principal, Mr. King, Principal, Ms. Weeks, and Class Advisor, Ms. Rondeau. Please welcome our first speaker, our Principal, Ms. Weeks.
Good evening, everybody. I would like to thank all the seniors that are here today, along with their families who may be watching at home. You know, it is the cafeteria gym that we've been sitting in for the last couple months, eating in and celebrating in, having some memories in. And I know that none of you will forget this time in your lives. While this is not graduation today, graduation is on Sunday. Bring your sunscreen and lots of water. We are very excited to have you all today to celebrate some of the traditions that Murdock and the community of Winchendon hold true. One of the best things about being a member of this community is what the community gives back to you. The community recognizes the hard work, the toil, the struggle, and the dedication you've had to your studies throughout the last 13 years. And as such, they give back in the form of scholarships to make you be more successful in college and beyond. What we ask from you today is that same dedication back. When you've completed your studies and gone on to your careers, when you have your own families, you remember Murdock, you remember this town, and you too give back to a student that may once have been like yourself. So tonight we celebrate all of you. I will keep this brief. This is not my night, this is yours, and we are very excited to celebrate each and every one of you here tonight.
Please welcome Ms. Rondeau for the presentation of the class regalia.
Thank you, Julio. So tonight we're going to award the regalia that students will wear at graduation. So first we have our class president, Julio Rodriguez. Our Vice President, Abigail Leahy. So stand on the O and put it, yeah. Okay. Our Secretary, Ariana Dibble. Our Treasurer, Brianna Bouchard. Our Historian, Shay Dupuy. Thank you. At this time, would Brianna Bouchard please join me for the presentation of the National Honor Society regalia?
Thank you, Ron. My name is Brianna, and I am tremendously grateful to have served this year's National Honor Society chapter as president. Although this academic year has been rather unfortunate, it has not stopped our NHS chapter from servicing our community and helping where an extra set of hands was needed. With that being said, together, our chapter has devoted 949 hours to helping out the community in the first 3 quarters of the academic year. The graduating members this year have been successful in maintaining the demanding requirements in order to preserve membership. As a member, we must stay true to the 4 pillars, which are scholarship, service, leadership, and character. For scholarship, each member has committed to learning and growing as students and maintaining great grades and an exceptional GPA. As for service, our chapter is not too big, but we have been capable of getting an immense amount of work done, regardless of the pandemic. We have participated in many bottle and can drives, recycled pill bottles to donate and reuse, helped out with the littles from Memorial and Toy Town at recess, and much more. Next, I firmly believe that we have all developed exceptional leadership qualities and have grown into great role models for not only upcoming members, but to those we surround ourselves with. Being a great leader means being responsible and taking action in everyday events which each member has successfully incorporated into their everyday lives. And lastly, for character, we all strive to build strong bonds with each other, our teachers, and so on. Through NHS, we've been able to improve our perseverance, decision-making skills, and many other traits that are associated with an individual with a personable and hardworking character. We are extremely diligent workers, and I am proud to honor each NHS senior with the regalia that they will be wearing as they walk across the stage at graduation.
Our first award goes to Brianna Bouchard as president of NHS.
Vice President Julio Rodriguez. I have to put my mask on.
No.
Okay. Secretary Shay Dupree. Public Relations Officer Jack Polcari. Allison Kabisky. Ariana Dibble. Carter Hughes. Jocelyn Lavrador. Abigail Leahy. Justin Thera. Cassie Zoldak.
Thank you, Brianna. Now would Abigail Leahy please join me for the presentation of Student Council regalia.
Thank you, Ron. This year has been tough on the members of Murdock Student Council. We had to cancel many of our traditional events, like Haunted Hallways, Homecoming, and sadly we couldn't gather together for our annual Veronica celebration. But with the help of many of you, we came up with new and creative events that allowed us to maintain a presence, an element of fun in the school during times when we may have felt very disconnected. Thanks to all of you, to all of your participation, leadership, and creativity throughout the years.
So this year, our annual conference for the Massachusetts State Association of Student Councils was not held due to COVID. So normally this presentation would have been made there. I have a presidential medal for Abigail Leahy from the Mass Association of Student Councils.
Ariana, will you please come up? Alrighty.
All right, and Ariana is going to present Abigail with her stole. All right, you can go ahead and read those names and you're going to hand those up.
Alrighty, up next, Brianna Bouchard. Shay Dupree. Carter Hughes. Caitlin Lacerdo. Jack Pocari. Julio Rodriguez. And Justin Thera. Alrighty.
Thank you. Julio, would you like to come back up to the podium, please?
Thank you, Abby and Ms. Rondeau. Would Mr. Burney please come forward for the presentation of Key Club regalia?
Hey, the Key Club this year, we were given an opportunity to not even have a Key Club because of COVID, but the students decided it would be a really good idea to try to have one, and we were able to actually put together a pretty good year, and what we'd like to do at the end of the year is honor the seniors with a stole from the Key Club, and there are two this year, Riley Kimball and Justin Thera, but apparently Riley isn't here, but we'd love to have Justin come up to get his stole.
So you're going to stand on the, oh, yep. Okay. Cross that, yep.
Thank you, Mr. Burney. Please welcome our athletic director, Miss Jenna Whitaker.
Hi everyone. I would like to start out by saying congratulations to all of the 2021 Murdock seniors. You've worked very hard and overcome many obstacles, especially the last couple of years. You've lost out on things you deserve, but you never once put your head down and quit. You worked hard, passed all of your classes, and now that dedication and determination is paying off. As you say your final goodbyes to Murdock, I want to welcome you to becoming a Murdock alumni. Do not ever forget your roots and always stay true to yourself. Best of luck in all your future endeavors and always bleed blue. At this time, I would like to call up Mrs. Sue Pulcari, representative of the Murdock Boosters, to give out some Blue Devil awards for participation to athletes over the years.
Hello. On behalf of the Murdock Boosters, I would like to congratulate all of you on achieving this major milestone in your lives. But a special thank you to those of you who have participated in Murdock athletics. I hope that you will look back on your days at Murdock with a sense of pride in representing your school and take with you the foundations of teamwork and the sense of camaraderie that being part of a team provides. Good luck to the class of 2021. And I do have participation awards to those of you who have participated in sports during your high school years. Okay, so we have Alexia Allard. Nicole Beacott. Brianna Bouchard. Allie Kabisky. Ariana Dibble. Shay Dupuy. And I'm sorry if I mispronounce this name, Nadal Elouz. Colby Gallant. Oh, okay. Justine Jouard. Julia Greco. Okay. Eric Hogan. Okay. Carter Hughes, I know you're here. Ronan Cass McBride. Megan Knight. Callie Lozier. Is she here? Oh, she is here. Jocelyn Lavender. Caitlin Lasordo. Joey Marabella. I don't think he's here. Cam Minette. Jack Pulcari. Andrew Race. I don't see him either. Julio Rodriguez. Gavin Stocking. Justin Thera. Summer Turner. I don't think she's here either. Okay. Lena Wolski. I don't see her either. Okay. Cassie Zoldak. Brendan Zupa. Okay. Jameson Rusha. Okay. Also, we have 3 scholarships to award. First is Ali Kabisky. Jack Polcari. Cassie Zoldak. Oops. Cassie Zoldak. Thank you. Go blue.
At this time, I also have some MIAA awards for some student athletes. The first one is the Wellness Award. This is for making healthy choices, not only for yourself, but encouraging others to do so as well. This girl worked very hard during her sports career in all 3 seasons, and we are very proud of her. Allison Kabisky. Next is the Leadership Award for utilizing the power of positive influence as a role model and leader both on and off the field. Someone the younger kids looked up to, respected, and idolized. Shay Dupree. Community Service Award for giving back to the community through service. He is part of all the clubs in school, the church, and all community events. Jack Polcari. And last but not least, the Sportsmanship Award for demonstrating respect to others both on and off the field and outstanding contributions to the school community. He never complained, never put his head down, and always represented Murdock in the best way possible. Cam Manette. At this time, we have some very special representatives here from the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association who are going to present a well-earned award to one of our graduating seniors. Could Tara Bennett and Keith Brillard please come to the stage?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Keith Brillard, and I'm Assistant Director at the MIAA. Before we begin tonight, I'd like to issue a special thanks to Murdock High School for allowing the MIAA to come in and present this award this evening. As some of you may know, the MIAA represents over 370 member schools and over 230,000 athletes across the state of Massachusetts. In its commitment to educational athletics, it sponsors a program called the Student Athlete of the Month Award, which is given to 2 athletes over the course of 8 months who excel in the areas of athletics, academics, and community service. So to put that in context and in perspective, there's 16 total recipients of this award out of 230,000 athletes in the state. Tonight, the April 2021 recipient of the Student Athlete of the Month Award is Jack Polcari. As most of you may know, Jack's a 3-sport athlete, lettering in baseball, basketball, and football. He's a 2-time Central Mass All-Star, 3-time recipient of the Academic Excellence Award, and the 2020 Home Team Outstanding Achievement honoree. Academically, He's actively enrolled in a dual enrollment courses here at Murdock, graduating with 19 college credits to finish his career. He's a 3-time NHS member. He holds a 4.72 GPA, and he's a recipient of the Rensselaer Medal and the Dartmouth Book Award. His athletic director, Miss Jenna Whitaker, describes Jack as a true role model, a man of character, intelligence, and talent. His principal, Miss Megan Weeks, spoke highly of his leadership, citing his teammates play harder, his classmates dive deeper into their learning, and his teachers learn from him. Rarely do you truly see a young person that demands no less than the very best of themselves, but also naturally makes those around them better. On behalf of the MIAA, I'm pleased to present the April 2021 Student Athlete of the Month Award to Jack Pulcari. Jack, one moment, please. In addition, at every state championship level, the MIAA presents a medal to all the finalists and champions in symbolization of their hard work and dedication. And similarly today, we present this medal to Jack for his hard work in the field, on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. Thank you, everyone.
Jack, if I could trouble you for just a minute, they want to take some photos with your family. Thank you. Bring your sign. Bring your sign. I will. Julio, you're up.
Thank you, Ms. Whitaker, Ms. Pulcari, and both Tara and Keith. Please welcome our historian, Shay Dupuis, with the class history.
I hope you're comfy. Class of 2021. After what has probably been the most unpredictable 4 years, we have finally made it to what we have been dreaming of since the first day of freshman year. Back then, we could not have imagined what little time we truly had left at Murdock. We were too busy finding the courage to ask that one person to homecoming, where Jack and Nicole Beacott were elected homecoming court, dressing up as lions and cheerleaders for freshman senior week, and getting robbed at haunted hallways, losing by a few pity votes to the class of 2017. And who can forget everyone's favorite couple of coaches, Jack and Justin, during Tournament of Plays, who were there to remind everyone during squad goals that closed eyes, shaved legs can't lose. Everybody got footloose on the stage. Our softball team qualified for districts. Miss Moriarty informed us that she was storing her dead dog in the freezer until spring thaw, and we honestly wondered if she was telling us a fantastic story. Sadly, it was not a story. At the Massachusetts Association of Student Councils annual conference, our student council was awarded the Gold Council of Excellence. In June, at the national conference, we were awarded the National Gold Council of Excellence. Pretty cool. Sophomore year was a shift for all of us because we were slowly beginning to realize that very soon we were no longer going to be teenagers anymore, and we began to get our licenses and part-time jobs. Getting to watch each other grow up throughout the years is something that I personally will not take for granted. This was the year that we finally showed the school that we were going to be one of the most competitive classes. We started the year off with a big W as usual, with our Haunted Hallways Hospital dressing up as evil doctors and psychotic patients. Speaking of hospitals, this was also the infamous year of the blown up Beaker and Boyles room, as I'm sure Gavin remembers. Homecoming was a masquerade theme, and Jack and Abby Leahy were elected to the court. Our football team made it to the playoff round, and the boys basketball team made it to districts. The cheer team won the Winter Regional Championship and a Grand Champions Award. This year was honestly quite musical compared to the others. We went through 3 different algebra teachers and somehow ended up with the Fiddler on the Roof, Mr. Holman. Our real musical was Chicago, and we brought Ithaca, and I think I'm just going to save us the time and move on from there. At MASC, the Student Council was awarded the Gold Council of Excellence again. At the national conference, they awarded the National Gold Council of Excellence again. The boys track team won a state title carried by Justin Thera and Flo Phil Quinn. In June, 9 athletes traveled to New Balance Nationals Outdoor, accompanied by not only our coaches, but our then principal, Mr. King. Junior year was by far the hardest year of high school for many of us. We began to take harder classes while also joining sports, clubs, and maintaining jobs. I do not think there was a single weekend where I didn't have homework from Mrs. Robineau, and if I didn't, I was sleeping to recover from the 24 hours I just stayed up from doing homework for Mrs. Robineau. As usual, we caught that win for Haunted Hallways with our anxiety-inducing carnival, even though it looked a little bit more like a barnyard after Riley got dressed. And I'm pretty sure Jack left the building with a concussion later that night from the Test Your Strength booth. Sorry, Jack. Shortly after, we got to play in our very first Powder Puff game where we crushed the class of 2020. The homecoming theme was Hollywood, and Julio Rodriguez and Allison Kabisky represented us on the court. I got you, Julio. The boys basketball team made districts again and won their first game in the Clark tournament. The swim team qualified for the state meet, and the musical was The Addams Family, starring Ariana Dibble and Vivian Bouvet-Michaud. At MASC, the Student Council was awarded the Gold Council of Excellence again, and then came our first 2-week break off of school that really never seemed to end. We missed out on activities like our Tournament of Plays win and junior prom, and had to adjust to Zoom calls and online learning. NHS and Student Council conferences were canceled. However, we were awarded the National Gold Council of Excellence again. And Ms. Rondeau was the Region 1 winner for the National Advisor of the Year. We held spirit events and scavenger hunts virtually. It was truly a difficult year for all of us, mentally and physically. We had always been a family, and we were told that it was unsafe to see one another, but we stuck together. We had each other's backs and motivated each other to remain attentive to our classes, clubs, and sports. When senior year had started, I think we were all patiently waiting to see what the school was going to decide to do and how our last year of high school would play out. All we wanted was one last year to make up for the time we had lost and make the most of what was soon coming to an end. But thankfully, we're all finally given the opportunity to get together again, even though we still had to remain 6 feet apart. No conferences were held this year, but the Student Council was again awarded the National Gold Council of Excellence again, and our Murdock NHS chapter was recognized as a state commended chapter. Sports are still going on as of this writing, even though we have not had any winning seasons, Murdock tradition. It is good to be together playing on the fields. I think we can all agree that there's a lot that we missed out on because of COVID-19, but there was also a lot that we got to do together throughout high school. And honestly, I wouldn't have wanted to do it with any other class. You guys are my family. And even when we need to maintain our distance, know that I'm here for you, your teachers are here for you, and your classmates will always be here for you. This is only the beginning of your story, and I wish you all the best of luck wherever life takes you. Thank you.
Thank you, Shay. Would the junior ushers please come forward with their class roast?
Okay, yeah, thank you. So in a completely opposite note of what Shay did, here's our class roast. Dear seniors, we look into the crowd and say, wow, I mean, how did some of you get here? Like, seriously, I could have sworn some of you were coming into our class now. I mean, do any of you have a future career? I mean, don't get me wrong, we look up to some of you, but make that some of you a very selective group. And yes, juniors are the best, it's true, and the proof is when you guys lost Powder Puff and said, oops. I mean, speaking of that, how's your ankles doing? I mean, I would help, but it's nice rubbing it in your face. And you thought we were being rough? You were just misconstruing. I mean, I really guess number 2 is your place. And we really did not do that much this year, but you guys did about the same as much as prior. And without Ron's help, your direction is clear, directly into a dumpster that has been lit and on fire. In actuality, we were glad to have you guys around, but now in reality, the time has come and passed for this round. Thank you for your time and best luck in your futures.
I guess, thanks, juniors. I mean, the biggest uproar through that whole speech was Cam's joke, so Please welcome Miss Weeks and Miss Rondeau for the presentation of the Murdock Scholars.
Hello, everyone. I need my list. Oh, here we go.
That's the scholarship list. Do you have the Murdock Scholars list?
It should be in my book. Hold on one moment while the lovely Miss Rondeau grabs the list from the lovely Mr. Collins, working the table tonight. And it is not that list. Can you give a round of applause to Mr. Collins working the table tonight? The ones and the twos.
I'll just hand you the certificate.
She's going to hand me the certificates and I will say your name. So for the senior class Murdock Scholars, so we did this presentation for the underclassmen earlier this month. So this is the presentation of the Murdock High School Scholars who have received a GPA of 3.0 or higher over the first 3 quarters of their senior year. So first of all, thank you to this piece of paper that has just been bestowed upon me, not in alphabetical order, but I will do my best. So first and foremost, thank you to Alexia Allard.
They're from the bottom up. I don't know why, but that's how much it is. I forgot my own glasses.
We promise not to forget your diplomas on Sunday. Next to Vivian Bovo Mashad. Nicole Beacott, please. And y'all get a backpack. Where's?
Because these guys weren't at the breakfast.
You skipped the breakfast? Nicole. It was delicious. Brianna Bouchard. Allie Kabitsky. Getting your steps in, girl. Ariana Dibble. Shay Dupuis. I like the idea. Or how about a hoverboard? Nadav Eloise. Lexi Gilbert. Rebecca Graves. Congratulations. Carter Hughes. Megan Knight. Paige Lafreni. Cam LaPlaca. Jocelyn Labrador. Abigail Leahy. Rachel Legault. Very enthusiastic. Hannah Lowe. Jack Maloney. Jack's here. Cam Monette. John Volcari. Philip Quinn. Flo.
Congratulations, Phil.
Andrew Race. Julio Rodriguez.
Julio, congratulations. Thank you, Ron.
It's a shock. Jameson Rushia.
Jameson, congratulations. You're welcome.
Evan Sawyer.
Evan, congratulations. Thank you. You're welcome.
Lauren Saratori.
Lauren, congratulations. You're welcome.
Justin Thera. And Cassie Zoldak. And also Gavin Stocking. Why not?
Cassie first. Congratulations. Stand on up. Congratulations. Now let's call scholarships.
Yep. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the presentation of scholarships. Ready? Is this in order? Or not? Or not? So the single should not have a rubber band. All right, we're going to start off with the Christopher Shaw Memorial Scholarship. The winner is Jocelyn Lavender.
Congratulations, Jocelyn. You're welcome.
Next, the Johnny Harrington Healthcare Scholarship goes to Brianna Bouchard.
Congratulations, Brianna.
The Ernest and Pauline Trombley Memorial Scholarship goes to Julio Rodriguez.
Congratulations, sir. You're welcome.
We have a number of seniors who have qualified for and are receiving the F. Leo and Irene D. Murray scholarships. So when you hear your name, you may come up. This award goes to Ali Kabitsky, Ariana Dibble, Shay Dupuis, Megan Knight, Cam LaPlaca, Jocelyn Lavender, Abigail Leahy, Hannah Lowe, Philip Quinn, and Cassie Zoldak. Congratulations to all the winners of the scholarship. Next, we have the recipient of the Gardner Rotary Club Scholarship. The winner of the scholarship is Brianna Bouchard. We would like to present the Harold Paul Memorial Scholarship to Megan Knight. We have 5 recipients of the John LaFortune Memorial Scholarship. Those recipients are Brianna Bouchard, Shay Dupuis, Jonathan Polcari, Philip Quinn, and Julio Rodriguez. Is Mr. Peter Burney still here? I'd see you there, sir. Would you like to present the Kiwanis Club of Winchendon Scholarship?
So the Kiwanis Club of Winchendon has 3 scholarships: Justin Thera, Julio Rodriguez, and Brianna Bouchard.
Justin, congratulations. Julio, congratulations. Brianna, congratulations.
We would like to award the Maliska Family Scholarship to Abigail Leahy.
Congratulations.
The Mary Ellsworth Scholarship is presented to 2 winners, Jocelyn Lavender and Julio Rodriguez. There are 6 award winners of the Murdock Alumni Scholarship. We would like to award these scholarships to Brianna Bouchard, Jocelyn Lavender, Abigail Leahy, Cameron Monette, John Polcari, and Justin Thera. Yeah, you do.
Congratulations. Justin, congratulations. You're welcome.
The Murdock Alumni Life Scholarship is presented this year to Carter Hughes.
Carter, congratulations. You're welcome.
I would like to ask Mrs. Sue Polcari to present the 3 Murdock Sports Booster Club scholarships. Oh, and she did that, so we will move on. But thank you again to Allie, John, and Cassie. Next, the Peter Azar Memorial Scholarship this year is presented to Abigail Leahy.
Congratulations, Abby.
Is Ms. Coral Grout here? Hi, Coral. The mic is yours.
Thank you. Good evening, scholars of Murdock High School. If this were a real year, I would be presenting this at the Murdock Alumni Banquet. It's my honor to be a member of the 50-year class from Murdock High School this year. And Mrs. Moriarty was in that class as well. We are so old. And this scholarship came about from my mother, and we talk about longevity in the town of Winchendon. My mom would have celebrated her 84th reunion this year at the alumni banquet, and she's no longer with us, but she celebrated her 82nd reunion at the alumni banquet 2 years ago. So I hope that you will come back once the alumni banquet starts again. It's a wonderful opportunity, and I wish we would have had a chance to bond with you as 50-year members. Deciding on a scholarship is a very hard task, and I looked at all of the scholarship applications that were wonderful. And certain things stood out. Certainly what my mom wanted as the criteria for this scholarship, and also a couple of personal things. I noticed in the scholarship applications that many of you have volunteered at the Massachusetts State Veterans Cemetery. The 2nd Street of the Mass State Veterans Cemetery bears my father's name, and my mom is buried there along with my dad. So when I looked at the top 3 that I had selected, someone came forward and had done special items at the Mass Veterans Cemetery, including the wreaths across America. So Julio, I hope that you spend 4 wonderful years at UMass. That's where I have my doctorate from. And you will have a wonderful opportunity ahead of you because UMass prepares you really well for your future. So congratulations.
And thank you for being here today, Coral. It's such a pleasure to even have a taste of what we would have at Alumni Banquet, minus the very good food and the great music. We would like to award the Rick Paul Scholarship to Cameron Monette.
Damn, it's just you, not Dapper Duck.
No one's behind you. You're all alone. Next, the Taylor Barrows Achievement Scholarship is presented to 2 students, Brianna Bouchard and Julio Rodriguez.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
The Winchendon Firefighters Relief Association this year awards their scholarships to 2 seniors, Brianna Bouchard and Cassie Zoldak.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
The Winchendon Police Association Scholarship this year goes to 2 people. I'm sorry, Cameron, there's someone behind you, but to Cameron Monette and Julio Rodriguez.
Congratulations, Cameron. Congratulations, Julio.
The Winchendon Support Personnel Association awards their scholarships to Ariana Dibble and Julio Rodriguez.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
I would like Miss Stephanie Rondeau to speak briefly, if she can, in regards to the 2 students chosen for the Winchendon Teachers Association Scholarship, and she will let you know, but from my heart to yours, this scholarship comes from your teachers, so it means a lot.
Thank you, Ms. Weeks. On behalf of the Winchendon Teachers Association, we have 2 $1,000 scholarships to award to Jack Polcari and Julio Rodriguez. Congratulations. Congratulations. I would like to present from the Sound of Murdock, which is one of Central Massachusetts' original youth venture programs. I have 3 scholarships to award: Abigail Leahy, Julio Rodriguez, and Ariana Dibble. And on behalf of the Murdock Student Council, I have 3 scholarships to award: Julio Rodriguez, Ariana Dibble, and Abigail Leahy.
Is it time now? So tonight we actually had a surprise that is also a surprise to Miss Rondeau. School committee chair Larry Murphy was not able to be here tonight because he is chairing a school committee meeting. As many of you may know, Mr. Murphy is also a prominent member of the MIAA, which is the association that governs school bodies in secondary schools. As one of their arms of the MIAA, they also prevent very special awards to National Honor Societies. It is a very rare thing that a member of a school gets a special accommodation from the National Honor Society and essential mass recognition. This is a single student in all of Central Massachusetts, which, as you know, encompasses a vast majority of the state, pretty much west of 495 and east of Greenfield. But today, there is a very special award that is going to be presented to Miss Brianna Bouchard for recognition of the National Honor Society 2021 Central Mass Student of the Year. There's a plaque, a press release, and a scholarship award that goes with this honor. Congratulations, Brianna.
Okay. Yep. There you go. Julio.
Congratulations to the senior class scholarships and award winners. Would Shay, Abby, and Bree please come forward to present our Tower Yearbook dedication?
So we would like to dedicate our yearbook to Mrs. Moriarty, and we will read what we wrote in the yearbook for you. So the class of 2021 would like to dedicate our yearbook to Miss Moriarty. She has stuck with us since the beginning of our high school careers. Her passion and commitment for teaching has never gone unnoticed. She has been an incredible influence on all of us and has continuously motivated us to become better students and learners. Our class shares so many great memories taking part in Mrs. Moriarty's classes. We will never forget the fun memories, laughs, and the knowledge she has shared with us. She truly has been a crucial teacher at Murdock. Thank you, Miss Moriarty. Would you also like to come up and grab it? We have a little laminated picture since it's not done.
We're gonna get you a book, we promise.
Yes, you'll get a book.
No tripping.
Here you go. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Alrighty, and Julio, you're back up.
I'm not sure why you guys sat down because I would like all 4 of our officers to come up and join me as the senior class would like to say thank you to some special people.
To Mrs. Weinhold, thank you for taking on the responsibility of being the main guidance counselor for the high school. Every time I send you an email crying about the new complications in my life, you respond in a heartbeat and in such a meaningful way. Thank you for being one of the kindest souls in our entire school and for never giving up on your students. We are truly going to miss you in everything that you do. And I don't believe that Mrs. Weinhold is currently here, but we do have a gift for her from the class of 2021. Thank you.
To Mr. Collins, thank you for not only making us laugh every time we see you, but also being our go-to whenever we had a technical issue. There's a reason the best teacher group in the school is you, Ron, and Failed Technology. We will all miss you more than you know, and I personally will miss being picked on by you for just walking into the room funny. Keep up the good work, and I hope your adventures in nature are as fun as you and I roasting each other. And since he is here today, we will give him his gift.
To Miss Wheeler, thank you for handling our class's finances and for bringing sunshine to everyone's day. It has been a relief to have one steady math teacher we can rely on, given that sophomore year we went through 3. Thank you for having such a warm heart and always smiling. We love and appreciate you so much. We will miss you lots. And we also have a gift for you, if you'd like to come on. Thank you.
Thank you. That's my fault. Your chocolate is a little melted.
To Mr. King, thank you for taking our class under your wing when you first came to Murdock. You've truly been a role model and friend to each student here, supplying us with only the best hairstyling techniques. Without you, I honestly cannot imagine where the school would be today. You never failed to give us advice when we needed it. Thank you for everything you have done for our class, school, and continue to do for our community. We're going to miss you. I have a gift for you. What we do.
Ron, thank you for being the mom figure that we needed throughout these past years. We may be annoying and hard to deal with, but you have persevered with us throughout our academic years, and we appreciate that more than we could explain to you in words. You have given us a shoulder to cry on, a person to laugh with, and have listened to our countless rants about absolute nonsense whenever we need it. We know you're willing to go far and beyond for our class, and we appreciate knowing we have someone like you to lean on. I firmly believe I speak for all of us when I say you are one of the most caring and warm-hearted people we have ever met. We appreciate the endless food and drink supply, your humor, care you are willing to give us every day, and much, much more. You have helped us so much with the transition from high school to college, and we wouldn't have been able to do it without you. You have served as such a great role model to us, and we look up to you as someone we would love to even be remotely similar to someday. Your hard work and dedication to not only the school, but our class has never gone unnoticed, and you are extremely appreciated. You mean the world to us, Ron, and we are going to miss you, but we promise we will remain in touch, visit often, and take all of the valuable lessons you have taught us into the next chapter of our lives. We love you, Ron. This is for you.
Ooh, a basket.
Yeah, another basket.
All right, can you put it on the table? Okay. Do you want to follow up? Go ahead.
Allie, do you want to come up?
Okay, you can run it. Oh, thank you, Allie. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Oh, you okay? Yeah. All right. I'm going to grab the bouquet. I'm going to do what I'm told. Thank you.
At this time, we would like to invite the freshman class president, Emily Whiteman. I skipped a part. Whoops, my bad. I did skip a part. I'm sorry, Emily, not yet. Advisor remarks from Miss Rondeau because she always gets the last word.
Thank you.
Even though I'm getting the last word.
All right, get out.
Thank you, Julio, and thank you very much, folks. I will truly miss you, and I'm going to try to get through this speech. As I tried to write down what I wanted to say to you all today, I struggled with what to say. Should I be heartfelt or funny or sage? And then I thought, do you even know what sage means? I thought about our last 6, 7 years together, and what a strange ending it is. All of my grand plans for you this year did not come to fruition. No homecoming or haunted hallways or Ronica, no conferences or trips or prom. But what we do have is a sense of community, our memories, and hope for the future. Some things I will miss: Allie's bright smile and Caitlin's giggle, Becca yelling Ron from way down the hall, Eric's drawings on my whiteboard, Phil running into class with his laptop open trying to log in, Cameron and Julio eating everything and anything in sight, Megan's at bats, Cassie and Jocelyn's cheers, Carter's free throws. Oh, well, he misses those too, so. Riley's last minute attempt to hand in work. He's not even here tonight. I think he's still trying to get his English stuff done. Evan being in my class. We had a good run, dude. Making fun of Joe for liking the Buffalo Bills. The two Aries both claiming superiority. Abby coming up with school spirit activities. Paige with her nose in a book. Bree stressing about everything. I have missed you all this year, and you have missed much. Thank you to your parents for sharing you with me since grade 6, and I am grateful for their help in so many things. But I will leave you with some advice. Get to class early so you can pick the best seat. Be nice to your professors or employees. Sucking up will get you pretty far. Say thank you to your grown-ups, parents, teachers, coaches, advisors. They want the best for you always. Make connections. Networking is beneficial. Keep in touch with your friends. These friendships formed here will always be special. Be open to change. You can use it for laundry. Don't hide from your mistakes. Blame someone else before they blame you. Treat people with respect. You don't have to like them, but you do need to be respectful. Remember, it is easier to ask for forgiveness than to seek permission. And most importantly, remember, whatever you do, it's probably fine. So some reminders for the rest of the week. There is a mandatory rehearsal tomorrow at 10 a.m. here at the high school. Please have your Chromebook, your charger, any textbooks, and financial obligations ready to turn in. And your locks. You will not receive your cap and gown until every obligation has been met. Saturday, the parade starts at 4 p.m. Please be here by 3:45, Phil, in your cap and gown. The party will start immediately after the parade at Alumni Field. Sunday, please be here at the high school for 1:30 p.m. The gates will open for guests at 1 p.m. All guests must be registered in advance, and there is a 6-guest limit per graduate. Guests should bring a chair or blanket on which to sit, and if it rains, which it's not going to, graduation will be held the following week on June 13th. So now I would like to invite Julio to come back up for our closing.
Okay, I'm going to get it right this time. At this time, we would like to invite the freshman class president, Emily Whiteman, to come forward for the passing of the colors. Class of 2024, we give you these colors, blue and gold, to be honored as we have honored them for the past 3 years. Good luck to you. This concludes our award ceremony. A reminder to seniors to be here at Murdock at 10 a.m. tomorrow for rehearsal and checkout. Caps and gowns will be distributed at the end of rehearsal. Thank you all and have a good night.